So good morning guys, how are we all? Today I was actually going to go out and ride my bike, get you some lovely footage of me doing like, I don't know, 35 mile an hour average around Norfolk, sure. Instead I decided that I wasn't feeling too amazing and that I'd have a rest day instead. I just woke up this morning feeling a little bit achy, a little bit not really in the mood to go out my bike, which is rare for me. I have put in some good miles the last couple of days, so I'm going to do that. Got a very needy dog. And thought since some parts had turned up for the Linsky, I'd start getting on with that today. So my bottom bracket turned up, which is good because it means I can start building it. Still waiting on the rear derailleur and a few other bits. I think a stem as well. So I've got the bottom bracket on, that's looking all good. And now I want to start putting the chain set on, but there's a few things I want to do before I start. So I might actually change the chain rings out on this. And then also on top of that, the pedals, which if you watched the video earlier this week, you'll know that they might be stuck in there, long story cut short. I can feel a little bit of play, so I'm just going to service the pedals. These have done 10, 15,000 miles, and they definitely need it, but cup and cone, easily doable. So we're definitely getting there. Come up against a few problems today already, but got a lot done. So the first issues are, I can't put the brakes on because I haven't got the front mount adapter. I think that's being used on my new bike, so I've ordered another one of them, Wiggle. I did get the front derailleur on and the chain set and bottom bracket all on, which is good. I even serviced the pedals as well, so they're feeling really nice and tight again. The chain rings weren't actually as bad as I thought, so I'm going to test it on the old ones. The reason because of that is because it's actually a 52-36, and that's exactly what I wanted, instead of the only spares I had were a 50-34, so smaller chain rings. So it's a little bit more racier, more aggressive, just bigger gearing. So we're definitely getting there. There's not really much else I can do, so I'm going to put that away until some more parts turn up and start getting on with, if I can, setting up my wheels tubeless. Did I use a special pump? Standard pump. I just finished doing some work to my bike and I just love it. I just absolutely love this Ritchie, I really do. See here, I have my Dura-Race wheels on, sure do. I've gone tubeless on those as well, which is really cool. I've adjusted the tri-bars a little bit and I've added the rear bottle there so I can go out for a little bit longer distance, but that is looking awesome. I am very excited. Dura-Race wheels on 40C tyres, you don't see that often, do you? I think you go through kind of your cycling having dream rig. I don't think there's a dream rig for someone, but like dream rigs, for me that is just one of them. The things I like, and I know this sounds quite bad to categorise it, but I just want a bike that's gonna go fast, be comfortable, look good, and go anywhere, be reliable. Yeah, I love it, absolutely love it. So bike packing and security. Here's the question that I get asked a lot. Do you take a lock? And if so, what lock do you take when you go bike packing? Really easy one to answer. The insurance company you're probably with for your bike is gonna turn around and say, we want gold standard. And the lock they want will probably weigh more than your bike. It's not an issue at all, is it? Of course it's an issue. You wanna be light, you wanna be fast when you're bike packing. The last thing you want is to be lugging around a giant D-lock. Personally, how do I get over this problem? Well, the first thing I want to say is if you're bike packing, and even more so, if you're racing, your bike should never really be away from you. If you stop in a hotel, try and do your best to make sure you're in a hotel where you can take it in your room. The next thing, if you stop at a cafe, then literally have it in sight all the time. If you stop at a supermarket, quickly lock it up, but always make sure it is still in sight because you're gonna have all your valuables on that bike still. So what lock do I take? Quite simple. I recommend these to everyone. So I bought two for a tenner. It's called a Vine lock. I carry it with me everywhere, to be fair. You never know when you're gonna have to just keep your bike outside like of a shop or something like that where you're not going to be able to see it. And this will just give you an extra few minutes of a thief trying to get through it. You can get back to your bike before anyone gets away with it. I wouldn't recommend not locking your bike up on any kind of bike packing trip, to be brutally honest with you. So what's cool about this? You see a lot of people at the minute with bike packing going, oh, all you do is get this special steel cord and a padlock and a key and all this. No. I avoid keys because keys get lost, you know, or you don't find keys or you can't lock things. What a nightmare. Combination. Why not? You're not going to be away from your bike long. If they can get 1,000 combinations in before you get back to your bike, you're bike packing wrong, guys. So easy. I love this lock. Simple. Boom. Done. Change combination. Bang. And it is nice and secure. Someone could cut through this though. Always remember that that's a possibility with such a thin bit of wire. But literally, when you get back to it, you just put the code in. I'm not going to show you my code in case anyone tries to get my bike. Then boom, press that button, and even so, it retracts itself back. So, like I said, they're cheap, they're cheerful, they're good, and they weigh 86 grams. It's nothing, guys. Yeah, they do take up a little bit of space, but if you can't afford that kind of space on your bike, then you should probably go for bigger bags, if I'm brutally honest with you. Yeah, really good little bike lock there. You can actually change the combination yourself, so if you push this down and fiddle around with it, you can actually get a different combination in. But for 2 for a tenner, you can't grumble at that. Really good bike packing lock. Really recommend. It's light, it's portable. And even so, if you're racing, one thing I will say is when I'm coming up to a shop, I'm already in my head, I'm saying, right, I'm gonna get 3 ice creams, a couple of sandwiches, I need 2 litres of water, and I'll probably get a can of Coke as well. The first thing I do, get my lock out, put it in my back pocket, so when I jump off the bike, bang, literally, done, code done, come back out, boom, stuff on the bike, and you're gone. Quick, efficient, done. So, highly rate this. I will put the link below.